Hello, it is August 12th, and I have been channeling for about 3 months that today we kick off a series of not only solar cycles in our solar system, but how that is going to propel the Earth in her vibration for a quickening over the next 7 to 8 months. So what this means for humanity is we are quickly going to be upgrading or sliding into place that in which we have been working towards as a collective over the last 30 years. So hear me out. Time-space speeds up. The molecules quicken when a vacuum in the quantum fields are created. And this happens through cosmic cycles and an inherent geometrical pattern that creates alignment and gravity. We can think of gravity, or lack thereof, like a wormhole. And so the solar cycles right now are assisting in initiating this process for our solar system. It's going to allow the Earth, but not only Earth, it's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, to ascend in and create an alignment in the collective atmosphere or bubble of our solar system. So this means that each planet in our solar system is going to begin to vibrate or harmonize. The intergalactic memory fields, traumas are also going to be healing or releasing. The codes of slavery in this entire solar system are going to heal, and that is concentrated between the planets of Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Neptune, and some of Jupiter's moons. Why this matters is because humanity is carrying codes in our genetics from slavery planets, as we have been locked into a slavery planet that was never supposed to be that. So the solar flares, and it's not just the solar flares, God's grace inherently is allowing us to be initiated into this quickening. And so the geometry, sacred geometry, harmonics, sound, frequency, and organic consciousness is the recipe for a new experience. And the last 30 years, Earth started to speed up. Time-space, we started to go through even more interdimensional shifts. Since 2012, it kicked off even quicker. We're in the midway point between 2012 and 2032. The year is 2022. And we are in the midway point in a 20-year cycle that allows the ascension experiment to play out on this planet to quicken. And so prior to 2022, 30 years prior, we are going through a vacuum, an extraction of the collective lessons on planet Earth. everything that's been trying to cleanse, all the soul groups that came here to help humanity ascend, all the new souls that came here with very little karmatic debts on this planet to help us ascend, as well as the souls who came here to release their personal stories, his soul histories, so that way they can catch this very amazing event in which we can have an individual and collective liberation process. So August 12th, 2022 starts in, from what I can perceive, as a professional channeler, a soul who carries multiple streams of consciousness to assist humanity, a soul who is very aware of her body and other bodies spread throughout multiple realms consciously, who is stationed here on Earth to be a guide during this lifetime for humanity. And what I'm here to share with you, my primary objective as an individual starts in 2032. And for the last 20 years, I have been awakened to visions and have had the experience of having very deep memory recall since a child, and visions began at the age of 14 of solar events. And I've been sharing this with the collective for 20 years. And it's one of the ways that I train people professionally in their multidimensional gifts and interdimensional discernment. So what I want you to know is, you as an individual, humanity right now, we must relax and ease into the remaining of these months of 2022. There's going to be a lot of release. We will see a lot of disruption, and this disruption does not mean it has to be painful or it's going to be bad per se. There's a disruption, like a glitch in the matrix, if you want to say. These vacuums, these pockets, these portals in our atmosphere, in the actual core of the earth, are going to be opening. The old technologies prior to humanity, even prior to when the Syrians came here, when the Pleiadians came here, prior to when the Anunnaki came to this planet and laid down their technologies and their grid lines, we're going to have and experience this phenomena where the earth will naturally begin to infuse her life force into the original grids prior to any civilization. And this is huge because it begins to erase and or transcend intergalactic data, and it moves through you. So the solar flares, they move out to into the core of the planet or through our planet. And this is almost a reverse or a boomerang effect in the quantum fields, which is going to create this alignment. So we may feel a little strange or off. Our nervous systems might shake a little bit. We might have new experiences in our consciousness and our awareness as a human being, and know that it's more than just the path of awakening. We are learning how to hop dimensions. We are moving through this fabric of interdimensional change. And your cells, your protons, your new neurons, your atoms, and the structure that supports the subatomic fabric is also morphing. So try not to figure it out. The only thing that you can do, my recommendation, is you allow the experiences to move through you. Focus on your higher timeline. Ask for it to be revealed. Let the impulses guide you. And we want impulses that lead us into a new experience. And sometimes what we are thinking we want and desire truly is not our highest timeline. It can be coming from egoic or egoic natures. But when we follow these impulses, we are moving through these unseen or seen energy fields to our highest timeline. Timelines are going to keep on changing, and of course, because there's different time-space realities that play out through different perspectives, through different dimensions of consciousness. So I hope this serves you. I love you very, very much, and I look forward to hearing from you for the rest of the month of August. Please relax. I will always recommend, as a yoga teacher, that you adopt a yoga practice. It's going to assist the mind. It's going to assist our physical body, or what we will call our physical or tangible body, to open up our chambers, our temple, to purify, to cleanse, and assist us on this process. I do recommend that you also work with crystalline technology. I myself am working on crystalline technologies for human beings and for Mother Terra to help her and her assistants through her shift. So you can reach out to me. I've also been working with and creating crystalline technology since 2006. I highly recommend you work with crystals to balance yourself, and also remember to charge them and cleanse them. Many blessings.